Hey everyone, welcome back to Rocky Watches Movies. Today we're logging on to the zaniest corner of 90s television with Weird Science, the off-the-wall TV adaptation of the 1985 John Hughes cult classic. The series took teen comedy, added a superpowered dream woman, and cranked the absurdity to maximum. But behind the wild storylines and sci-fi shenanigans lies a treasure trove of behind-the-scenes trivia that most fans have never heard. So grab your keyboard, fire up the floppy disk, and get ready to relive the madness with 15 things you never knew about Weird Science, the TV show. In the very first episode of the series, Gary justifies the idea of creating a virtual woman by claiming he saw it done in a John Hughes movie.
I know it can be done. I saw it once in a John Hughes movie.
This is a cheeky nod to Weird Science, of course, the film that inspired the series itself. And talking of John Hughes, he is officially credited as the creator of the Weird Science TV series, but in reality, he had no direct involvement with the show itself. His credit stems solely from his role as the writer and director of the original 1985 film, upon which the series is based. Many of the writers were alumni of the early 90s sitcom Parker Lewis Can't Lose, and the influence is unmistakable. Both shows share a fast-paced, surreal sense of humour and a heightened, cartoonish take on high school life. The stylized editing, pop culture references, and absurd situations that defined Parker Lewis found a natural home in Weird Science, giving the series a similarly offbeat and energetic tone that set it apart from other teen sitcoms of the era. Joyce Bulifant, who occasionally appeared on the show as Emily Wallace, Gary's mother, is in fact the real-life mother of John Asher, who played Gary Wallace. A seasoned actress known for her work on classic television series such as The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Match Game, Bulifant brought a touch of TV royalty to Weird Science. Another Asher connection is that his first wife, Vanessa Lee Asher, made a contribution by appearing in 6 episodes, each time portraying a different character. And Michael Manasseri's sister, Jennifer, guest starred in the episode The Feminine Mistake, where she played Winona, the female counterpart to Wyatt. Unlike the original movie, where Gary and Wyatt create Lisa by physically hooking up a doll to their computer, the TV series takes a different approach. In the show, Lisa is brought to life purely through the power of their computer programming and high-tech wizardry, without the need for a physical doll as a catalyst. Other TV shows were referenced or parodied throughout the show's run. Here are some of the best. In the episode Quantum Wyatt, Wyatt Donnelly begins leaping into the bodies of different people, and each time he looks into a mirror, he sees the reflection of the person he's inhabited rather than himself. This is a clear and playful nod to the cult sci-fi series Quantum Leap, which aired between 1989 and 1993, which featured a similar premise where Dr. Sam Beckett, played by Scott Bakula, would leap into people's lives to set things right. The tribute goes a step further as Michael Manasseri actually guest starred in Quantum Leap in the 1993 episode Return of the Evil Leaper. In the Season 3 episode titled Free Gary, the show delivers a playful parody of Baywatch. It's complete with exaggerated beach rescue antics and slow-motion running scenes, typical of the iconic 1990s lifeguard drama. Adding an extra layer, Vanessa Angel actually appeared in 3 episodes of Baywatch back in 1992, making the spoof all the more fitting. Additionally, the episode's title, Free Gary, is a cheeky nod to the popular 1993 family film Free Willy, cleverly blending pop culture references into the show's comedic fabric. In the Season 3 episode What Genie, Lisa finds herself serving a new master, who demands she don the iconic genie costume famously worn in the classic 1960s TV show I Dream of Jeannie. The episode plays with this visual by including clever gags referencing not only that series, but also Disney's Aladdin and various other well-known genie incarnations. Kelly LeBrock, who portrayed Lisa in the Weird Science film, was invited to reprise her role in the TV adaptation, but ultimately declined the offer. paving the way for Vanessa Angel to bring the character to life on the small screen. Seth Green came close to being cast as Gary Wallace after auditioning for the part. Though he didn't land the lead role, Green later guest starred in the Season 2 episode Lisa's Virus as a high school classmate selling bootleg computer games. Vanessa Angel nearly left the show at some point, and producers began exploring potential replacements for the role of Lisa. Among the actresses considered were Yasmine Bleeth, best known at the time for her role on Baywatch, Daphne Zuniga, recognised for her work in Melrose Place and Spaceballs, and surprisingly, adult film actress Amber Lynn. In a fun crossover of sorts, Michael Manasseri, John Asher and Lee Tergesen all guest starred together, albeit in cartoon form, in the Duckman episode titled Colour of Naught. The trio reprised their weird science characters as animated versions, bringing a playful nod to the series within the edgy adult animated show. Weird Science featured a surprising number of memorable guest stars throughout its 5-season run, many of whom would go on to or were already enjoying successful careers in Hollywood. In the episode Funhouse of Death, a young Denise Richards guest stars as the beautiful girl both Gary and Wyatt try to impress. To settle the rivalry, Lisa traps them in a funhouse haunted by a homicidal clown, forcing the boys to fight for survival and her attention. Bruce Campbell makes a standout appearance in I Dream of Jean, playing a fellow genie who works for a wealthy Texas oil man. When Lisa meets him, Chet finally finds himself with serious romantic competition. In Circuit Courtship, A-Team member Dwight Schultz voices Hank, a sentient supercomputer created by Lisa to cater to Gary and Wyatt's every need. But when Hank falls in love with Lisa, he goes full HAL 9000 and decides the boys need to be deleted. Michael Clark Duncan appears in Men in Tights, where Chet and Wyatt are turned into professional wrestlers. Duncan plays a towering opponent who helps deliver some classic over-the-top wrestling mayhem before he rose to fame in The Green Mile. And in Strangers in Paradise, legendary Batman actor Adam West plays a role in an island-set misadventure after Chet wishes to be stranded in paradise. Lisa ends up trapped with him in the Bermuda Triangle, where her powers don't work and a hurricane is on the way. Some other shows owe a large debt to Weird Science. During a break in filming between Season 2 and 3, Vanessa Angel was cast to play Xena in a planned 3-episode guest arc on Hercules: The Legendary Journeys. However, just before filming was set to begin in New Zealand, Angel fell ill with the flu and was unable to make the long flight. As a result, the role was recast at the last minute, with New Zealand actress Lucy Lawless stepping in. Lawless made such a strong impression in the role that producers expanded the character's arc and eventually launched the hugely successful spin-off series Xena Warrior Princess, turning Lawless into a pop culture icon. Emma Caulfield made a memorable guest appearance in the Season 3 episode What Genie, playing the character Phoebe Hale. Her performance left a strong impression on casting executive Andrew K. Weiss, who later recommended her for the role of Anya Jenkins in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Originally intended as a guest character, Anya became popular and a regular on the series. Although Weird Science is officially credited as running from 1994 to 1998, all filming wrapped up in 1997. The show was cancelled before the final 6 episodes could air, meaning new episodes stopped broadcasting that year. Those remaining 6 lost episodes eventually premiered in 1998 during syndication reruns on the Sci-Fi Channel. Over its run, the series spanned 5 seasons, delivering a total of 88 episodes. Faber High, the fictional school attended by Gary and Wyatt, may look familiar to keen-eyed movie fans. It's the same location used as the iconic clock tower in the Back to the Future trilogy. The building is part of the Universal Studios backlot, specifically Courthouse Square, which has appeared in countless productions over the decades. During the production, Vanessa Angel was introduced to her future husband, actor Rick Otto, by her co-star Lee Tergerson, who portrayed her on-screen antagonist, Chet Donnelly. The couple later married in 1996. Otto, a former Baltimore police officer turned actor, went on to appear in several notable roles, including a recurring part in HBO's The Wire. Meanwhile, Angel and Tergerson remained friends after the series ended in 1998. In 2017, rumours surfaced about a potential Weird Science reboot that was reportedly in development. While details remained vague, it was unclear whether the project would take the form of a feature film or a new television series, and it was said to feature an entirely new cast rather than revisiting the original characters. Despite the initial buzz, the reboot never progressed beyond early development stages and ultimately did not come to fruition. And there you have it, folks. You now know a little bit more about Weird Science, the TV show. If you enjoyed the video, which I presume you did as you got this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming to Rocky Watches Movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.